February 28, 1994. The skies over Bosnia were a chessboard of tension, a declared no-fly zone enforced by NATO. But on this day, the rules were about to be broken, leading to a historic and tragic confrontation. 6 Serbian J-21 Jastreb attack jets roared into the air, their mission to bomb a weapons factory. This audacious move would trigger NATO's first-ever air-to-air combat engagement, an event that would go down in history as the Banja Luka incident. The pilots of the J-21s, flying older, less sophisticated aircraft, knew the risks. They were challenging the might of NATO, a force equipped with some of the most advanced fighter jets in the world. The stage was set for a dramatic showdown, a David versus Goliath battle in the sky, where skill, luck, and technology would decide who lived and who died. The 6 J-21 Jastrebs, flying low to avoid radar detection, successfully reached their target. Bombs fell, and the weapons factory was hit. For a fleeting moment, the mission seemed like a success. But as they turned for home, their luck ran out. High above, 2 American F-16C fighter jets, Calsign's Knight 25 and Knight 26, had been alerted by an AWACS surveillance plane. They were vectored to intercept the Serbian aircraft. The Jastrebs, having just completed their bombing run, were now vulnerable, flying straight into the crosshairs of a far superior enemy. The American pilots, armed with state-of-the-art AIM-12, OMRAAM, and AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles, descended upon the unsuspecting J-21s. The calm of a completed mission was about to be shattered by the screech of missile alerts and the brutal reality of aerial combat. The F-16s closed the distance with terrifying speed. The technological gap was immense. The J-21 Jastreb was a subsonic, light attack aircraft designed for ground support, not for high-stakes dogfights against fourth-generation fighters. The F-16, on the other hand, was a pinnacle of air superiority, faster, more maneuverable, and equipped with a look-down, shoot-down radar system that the J-21s simply couldn't counter. The Serbian pilots were effectively flying blind, unaware of the lethal threat stalking them from above until it was too late. The first warning they received was not from their instruments, but from the fiery trails of incoming missiles. The hunt had begun. The lead American pilot, Captain Robert Wilbur Wright, acquired his first target. He radioed a final warning. "Warning, land or you will be engaged." The message went unheeded. With authorization from the AWACS, he launched an AIM-120 MRAAM missile. The missile, a fire-and-forget weapon, streaked through the sky and slammed into one of the Jastrebs, which erupted into a ball of fire. One down. Almost immediately, Wright locked onto a second J-21 and fired an AIM-9 Sidewinder. The heat-seeking missile found its mark, and another Jastreb disintegrated. In less than a minute, 2 of the 6 Serbian jets were gone. The remaining pilots scattered in turn, trying desperately to escape the invisible predator that was picking them off one by one. His wingman, Captain Scott Zulu O'Grady, would later become famous for his own shootout and rescue during the fray. He targeted the 3rd Jastreb. He fired an amplifier, but the missile failed to track. Switching to a Sidewinder, he fired again. This time, the missile connected, and the 3rd J-21 plummeted towards the ground. 3 jets down, 3 to go. The remaining Serbian pilots were now in a desperate fight for survival. Among them was pilot Slayton Krolik. He felt the impact as his aircraft was hit, but miraculously, his J-21 was still flyable. Despite the damage, he managed to dive low, using the mountainous terrain to mask his escape, and successfully broke away from the engagement. He was the first to make it out. Another pilot, Captain Ranko Magarevic, wasn't so lucky. As the F-16s descended, he and his comrade were targeted. A missile struck his wingman's plane, and it went down instantly. Magarevic's own aircraft was then F-16s, with their superior radar, stayed on them. Captain Wright closed in on the pair. Vukmirovic, in a last, desperate act of defiance, may have tried to engage the F-16, a futile gesture against a far superior machine. Wright fired another Sidewinder missile. The missile struck Vukmirovic's J-21, and he was killed instantly in the explosion. His aircraft crashed, leaving only one Jostrib flying. Captain Zarek was now the last target. He continued his low-level escape, but there was nowhere to run. Wright locked on and fired his final Sidewinder. The missile hit its mark, and Zarek's plane was shot down. He, too, did not survive. In just a few minutes, the engagement was over. 4 of the 6 J-21 Jastribs had been shot down. Another had been damaged, but escaped. Only one had returned to base unscathed initially. The pilot of the damaged J-21, Slayton Connolly, had an incredible story of survival. As he fled, he found himself in the sights of an American F-16. He was defenseless, his plane crippled. The American pilot had a clean shot, but instead of firing, the F-16 pilot pulled back alongside him, looked him in the eye, made a slight nod, then thanked him. This incredible act of mercy, a pilot sparing his defeated enemy, how crying went back to his base. He was the only pilot to fly his jet properly. Remington was heavily damaged. The aftermath of the Banja Luka incident was stark. Of the 6 Serbian pilots who had taken off that morning, 3 did not return. Uros Vukmirovic and Zvestin Zarek were killed in action. A 3rd pilot was also lost. Branko Majkorevic and another pilot successfully ejected and survived. Slayton Kronik, spared by his adversary, made it back to base. For NATO, it was a decisive victory and a powerful demonstration of their air superiority. It was the Alliance's first combat action in its 45-year history. The engagement confirmed the effectiveness of their aircraft, pilot training, and the AWACS command and control system. It sent a clear message that the no-fly zone was strictly enforced. For the Soviet side, it was a devastating loss. The incident highlighted the massive technological disparity they faced and the extreme risks their pilots were taking. The loss of experienced pilots and aircraft was a significant one. The Banja Luka incident remains a compelling and controversial chapter in modern air warfare. It was a clash of eras. The older, rugged J-21s against the cutting-edge F-16s. It tells stories of bravery, desperation, overwhelming technological advantage, and even a moment of unexpected chivalry in the heat of battle. It serves as a somber reminder of the human cost of conflict, where pilots, bound by duty, face life and death decisions in a matter of seconds, thousands of feet above the earth. Thank you for watching. If you found this piece of history interesting, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories from the annals of military aviation.